The subject of Sean P. Diddy Combs, one of the most iconic figures in the music industry, has been rife with speculation and conspiracy theories for decades. A recurring theme in these discussions is the claim that P. Diddy, like other high-profile celebrities, allegedly sold his soul to the devil in exchange for fame and fortune. While the notion of a Faustian bargain is an age-old narrative, its presence in modern culture is fueled by deep-seated fears about the corrupting influence of fame, materialism, and the perceived moral decline of society. These theories are often juxtaposed with biblical allusions, such as the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, where unchecked decadence and moral decay led to divine retribution. The argument that P. Diddy, through his lifestyle and actions, exemplifies this kind of ethical decline has captivated the imaginations of some critics. But how valid is this comparison, and to what extent do these claims reflect deeper societal anxieties rather than objective realities? To understand why P. Diddy has been the target of such speculation, it is essential to examine the context of his rise to fame. Born Sean Combs in Harlem, New York, Diddy's early years were characterized by hardship. After losing his father to violence at a young age, Combs channeled his ambition into music and entrepreneurship. By the early 1990s, he had founded Bad Boy Records, launching the careers of artists like the Notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, and Maze. The swift rise of Bad Boy Records, coupled with Diddy's business acumen and creative vision, made him a powerhouse in the entertainment world. However, with immense success came controversy. The rapid ascent of figures like P. Diddy, whose wealth and influence seemed disproportionate to their beginnings, often triggers suspicions of nefarious dealings. In popular culture, there is a long history of equating overnight success with a deal with the devil, a metaphor for compromising one's ethics to achieve power. The case of Diddy is no exception. Moreover, P. Diddy's opulent lifestyle, frequent displays of wealth, high-profile relationships, and his involvement in industries like fashion, television, and alcohol has contributed to his persona as a man who has made it. For some, this image aligns too closely with the idea of excessive materialism, one of the factors that supposedly led to the destruction of the biblical cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. In this view, Diddy's fame and wealth are seen not merely as success but as symbols of a deeper moral compromise. The biblical story of Sodom and Gomorrah is a powerful narrative that has been used throughout history as a warning against the perils of moral degradation. In the story, these cities were destroyed by divine judgment due to the unchecked wickedness of their inhabitants. This account is frequently cited in discussions about modern society's obsession with materialism, hedonism, and ethical decline. The tale of Sodom and Gomorrah serves as a convenient allegory for critics of fame and celebrity culture, particularly when they see celebrities as embodying excess and moral ambiguity. In the case of P. Diddy, proponents of conspiracy theories draw parallels between his luxurious lifestyle and the decadence that characterized the biblical cities. His sprawling mansions, flashy cars, and endless parties could be seen as symbols of excess, drawing a line between the entertainment industry and the moral abyss that critics argue has consumed it. By casting Diddy as a modern-day representative of Sodom and Gomorrah, critics position him as a warning sign, a figure whose pursuit of wealth and fame allegedly represents the kind of moral compromise that leads to downfall. Furthermore, the entertainment industry, with its reputation for scandal, excess, and cutthroat competition, is often portrayed as a kind of modern-day Sodom. Stories of corruption, exploitation, and predatory behavior within the industry reinforce the idea that success in this world requires not only talent but a willingness to engage in morally questionable actions. In this light, P. Diddy's connection to the entertainment world, with its rumors of backroom deals and cutthroat tactics, only deepens the suspicion that his success was achieved through more than just hard work and talent. The concept of selling one's soul to the devil is not new. In literature, art, and religious teachings, the Faustian bargain represents a moral compromise in exchange for power, wealth, or knowledge. This concept has gained particular traction in popular culture, where it is often used to explain the meteoric rise of individuals whose success seems too rapid or too perfect. In P. Diddy's case, his swift ascent to mogul status is seen by some as too good to be true, fueling theories that he engaged in a metaphorical or even literal deal with the devil. But what is it about this narrative that resonates so strongly with the public? On one level, the idea of a Faustian bargain taps into universal concerns about the price of success. In a culture that values material wealth and fame, there is often an underlying fear that achieving such status requires compromising one's integrity. The entertainment industry, in particular, is rife with stories of individuals who have allegedly betrayed their principles in pursuit of fame. The concept of selling out is a familiar one, and it is easy to project this idea onto figures like Diddy, whose larger-than-life persona seems to embody the very excesses that critics warn against. Moreover, the notion of a deal with the devil speaks to deeper existential fears about the nature of good and evil and the consequences of moral compromise. The idea that someone could achieve immense success by aligning themselves with dark forces reflects a broader cultural anxiety about the corrupting power of fame. For many, the entertainment industry itself is viewed as a morally ambiguous space, where the lines between right and wrong are often blurred. The stories of celebrities falling from grace due to scandals, substance abuse, or legal troubles only reinforce this perception. Diddy's life and career, with its highs and lows, lends itself to this narrative. His close association with figures like the notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur, both of whom were murdered under mysterious circumstances, has also fueled speculation that Diddy is part of a larger web of conspiracy and dark dealings within the industry. While these claims are often based more on rumor than fact, they contribute to the perception of Diddy as a figure who has navigated the murky waters of fame and power, potentially at great personal and moral cost. At its core, the narrative surrounding Diddy and the alleged selling of his soul to the devil is less about the man himself and more about broader societal concerns. In a world where fame and fortune are seen as the ultimate markers of success, there is a deep-seated fear that such achievements come at a cost. This fear is not limited to the entertainment industry, but reflects a larger cultural anxiety about the moral compromises that individuals may be forced to make in pursuit of power and wealth. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah serves as a timeless warning against the dangers of excess and moral decay. By drawing parallels between Diddy's lifestyle and the biblical cities, critics are expressing their concern that society as a whole is descending into a similar state of ethical ambiguity. The entertainment industry, with its focus on materialism, hedonism, and fame, becomes a microcosm of a larger societal decline, where traditional values are sacrificed in the pursuit of success. In this sense, the speculation about Diddy's alleged Faustian bargain is not just about one man, but about the state of modern culture. It reflects a fear that in our pursuit of wealth, power, and fame, we are losing sight of what truly matters: our ethics, our humanity, and our sense of right and wrong. The narrative of a celebrity selling their soul becomes a powerful metaphor for the compromises that society as a whole may be making in the name of progress and success. Continuing from the discussion of Diddy's alleged Faustian bargain, the narrative deepens when we explore the larger cultural framework surrounding conspiracy theories and the symbolic meaning they carry in modern society. There is something both alluring and terrifying about the idea that success, particularly in the entertainment industry, comes with a hidden cost. The notion of an individual sacrificing their soul for fame and fortune is a story as old as civilization itself, yet it continues to find resonance in contemporary discourse. This begs the question: why do we, as a society, continue to entertain these ideas, and why do certain figures, like Diddy, become the focal point of such speculation? In order to understand why Diddy's success is so often framed through the lens of a Faustian pact, we must first acknowledge the enduring power of myth in human culture. Myths are not mere stories. They are frameworks that help societies make sense of the world. From the ancient Greeks, who used myths to explain the forces of nature, to contemporary cultures, which create myths to explain social dynamics, the role of myth is to offer clarity in a complex world. When it comes to the entertainment industry, where the lines between reality and illusion are constantly blurred, the myth of selling one's soul offers a simple, albeit dramatic, explanation for the seemingly inexplicable rise of certain figures. In the case of Diddy, the myth takes on heightened significance because of his persona. Diddy represents not just success, but a particular kind of success that is drenched in materialism and power. For critics of celebrity culture, it becomes all too easy to cast him as a symbol of excess, decadence, and moral compromise. The myth of selling one's soul becomes a convenient framework for interpreting the paradox of someone who seemingly has it all in a world where so many have so little. It also taps into a broader societal discomfort with the idea that great success can be achieved without great sacrifice, reinforcing the old adage that if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. The story of Faust, which originated in German folklore and was popularized by writers like Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, offers a cautionary tale about the dangers of pursuing knowledge and power at the expense of one's soul. Faust, a scholar, grows dissatisfied with his life and makes a pact with the devil, exchanging his soul for unlimited knowledge and worldly pleasures. While Faust enjoys the fruits of his deal initially, he is ultimately damned for his ambition. In P. Diddy's case, the Faustian narrative is transformed from a quest for knowledge into a quest for power, fame, and influence. Diddy's empire spans multiple industries: music, fashion, alcohol, and television, making him a symbol of modern success. Yet, the Faustian myth invites us to question what, if anything, he sacrificed to achieve this status. Is it possible to build an empire of this magnitude without compromising one's moral integrity? To those who view success with suspicion, Diddy's empire is not simply the result of talent and hard work. It is evidence of a deeper moral compromise, a bargain made in the shadows. This interpretation serves as a moral lesson, warning others about the dangers of unchecked ambition. In a society that prizes material success above all else, the Faustian myth offers a counter-narrative, suggesting that the pursuit of power and wealth may lead to spiritual ruin. Whether or not P. Diddy actually made such a bargain is, in a sense, irrelevant. What matters is that his story, as it is interpreted by conspiracy theorists and critics, reinforces the age-old belief that immense success comes at a great personal cost. One of the most striking aspects of conspiracy theories surrounding P. Diddy is the way they play into the broader societal perception of evil. In the public imagination, fame and power are often viewed as corrupting forces. This perception is reinforced by the numerous scandals, tragedies, and controversies that seem to plague the entertainment industry. Celebrities are frequently portrayed as living in a world of excess and moral ambiguity, where the normal rules of ethics do not apply. In this context, P. Diddy's success is viewed with suspicion because it appears to transcend the natural limits of hard work and talent. His ability to dominate multiple industries, while maintaining a carefully crafted public persona, makes him seem almost superhuman. For some, this level of success cannot be explained by conventional means. Instead, it must be attributed to some form of supernatural intervention. The idea that Diddy could have aligned himself with dark forces to achieve his power plays into the broader fear that those who rise to the top are not merely ambitious or talented. They are willing to engage in unethical or even evil behavior to get there. This perception of evil is not limited to Diddy alone. It is part of a larger cultural narrative that casts the entertainment industry as a den of iniquity, where fame and fortune are pursued at any cost. The numerous stories of abuse, exploitation, and corruption that have emerged from Hollywood in recent years only serve to reinforce this narrative. When viewed through this lens, Diddy becomes not just a successful entrepreneur but a symbol of everything that is wrong with a world obsessed with fame and power. It is impossible to discuss the narrative of P. Diddy selling his soul to the devil without acknowledging the role of religion in shaping these conspiracy theories. In many ways, these theories are deeply rooted in Christian theology, which places a strong emphasis on the battle between good and evil, God and Satan. The idea of making a deal with the devil is a concept that comes directly from Christian doctrine, where Satan is often portrayed as a tempter who offers worldly pleasures in exchange for eternal damnation. For those who subscribe to these theories, P. Diddy's success is seen as evidence that he has succumbed to this temptation. His material wealth and influence are interpreted not as blessings but as curses, signs that he has strayed from the path of righteousness. The fact that Diddy often portrays himself as a spiritual individual, claiming a belief in God, only adds to the tension. How could someone who claims to be religious achieve such success in an industry often viewed as morally bankrupt? For critics, The answer lies in the belief that Diddy has made a choice to serve darker forces in exchange for his fame. This religious framing of conspiracy theories about P. Diddy reflects a broader cultural anxiety about the relationship between success, morality, and faith. In a world where material wealth is often equated with divine favor, the idea that someone could achieve immense success through immoral means is deeply unsettling. It challenges the notion that the good are rewarded and the evil are punished, suggesting instead that the world operates according to a different set of rules, one where those who are willing to compromise their ethics can achieve great power. One of the most striking aspects of conspiracy theories surrounding P. Diddy is the way in which they draw parallels between the entertainment industry and the biblical cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. In the Bible, these cities are destroyed by God as punishment for their wickedness, which is often interpreted as a metaphor for the dangers of unchecked decadence and immorality. For critics of the entertainment industry, Sodom and Gomorrah serve as powerful symbols of the moral decay that they believe has taken hold of Hollywood and the music world. In this narrative, figures like P. Diddy are cast as the modern-day inhabitants of Sodom and Gomorrah, indulging in excess and immorality while ignoring the ethical consequences of their actions. Diddy's lavish lifestyle, his mansions, yachts, and private jets are seen not as the rewards of hard work, but as signs of his participation in a larger culture of excess and moral corruption. For those who believe in these conspiracy theories, Diddy is not just a successful businessman. He is a representation of everything that is wrong with a society that values material wealth above all else. This interpretation of the entertainment industry as a modern-day Sodom and Gomorrah is not new, but it has gained renewed traction in recent years as scandals and controversies have rocked Hollywood. The #MeToo movement, for example, exposed the dark underbelly of the industry, revealing widespread abuse and exploitation. For critics, these revelations only confirmed what they had long suspected, that the entertainment industry is a morally bankrupt institution where success is achieved through unethical means. So why do conspiracy theories about P. Diddy and other celebrities persist, despite the lack of concrete evidence to support them? Part of the answer lies in the psychological appeal of conspiracy theories themselves. Conspiracy theories offer a sense of control and understanding in a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable. They provide simple explanations for complex events, allowing people to make sense of situations that might otherwise seem incomprehensible. In the case of P. Diddy, his immense success can feel inexplicable to those who are unfamiliar with the workings of the entertainment industry. How could someone rise to such heights without cutting corners or engaging in unethical behavior? Conspiracy theories offer a satisfying answer to this question, framing Diddy's success as the result of a dark and secretive deal rather than hard work and talent. Moreover, conspiracy theories tap into a deep-seated mistrust of authority and institutions. In a world where powerful figures often seem to operate above the law, it is easy to believe that celebrities like P. Diddy are part of a larger system of corruption. This mistrust is reinforced by the numerous scandals and controversies that have plagued the entertainment industry, from abuse allegations to financial fraud. When viewed through this lens, the idea that Diddy could have achieved his success through unethical means feels not only plausible but almost inevitable. Ultimately, the idea that P. Diddy sold his soul to the devil remains firmly in the realm of speculation and conspiracy theory. While it is true that Diddy's success has been marked by controversy and rumor, there is little concrete evidence to support the claim that his achievements are the result of a Faustian bargain. However, the persistence of this narrative speaks to deeper cultural anxieties about fame, power, and moral compromise.